Hi, my name is Eric, and I'm going to go over how to use Google Slides for beginners. Now, if you are familiar with using Microsoft PowerPoint, then this will not be a drastic change, for each program contains many similar features. The key difference is that a PowerPoint saves to the hard drive of your computer, whereas Google Slides will save to the Google Drive, a cloud-based drive. This means that your Google Slide can be accessed on any device as long as you are logged into your Google account. No emailing or flash drives are necessary. Now let's get started. Now, the first thing you'll need to do in order to use Google Slides is have a Google account. If you do not have one already, this is very simple. When you open up the internet, just type Google account into the top search engine and go down to where it says create a Google account. From here, you're going to walk through the steps to help create your new Google account. Once you're logged in, at the top right of the Google screen, there will be a little box right here. If you click on that, you'll be able to go to your applications. From here, you're going to open up the Google Drive application, and it will bring you to your online drive. So as I mentioned earlier, this is where all your files will be saved, and you'll be able to access these from any computer as long as you log into Google. So from here, you're going to hit New. This allows you to create new folders, upload new files, or start a Google Doc, Sheet, Slide project, and many more options. So for today, we're going to hit Google Slides to open up a new blank document. So again, for those that are familiar with using PowerPoint, the layout is very similar, however with a few minor changes. Over on the right, you have your themes. You can choose any one you want, or if you want, you can actually change the background of each slide individually simply by right-clicking the slide over on the storyboard and go to Change Background. From here, you can make an image your background or make it a solid color. For today, I'm going to select one over here, one of the defaults, and we'll pick Beach Day. All right, so after you choose your theme, you're going to want to title your slide. So up on the top left, you have the name of your presentation. Now, I find it easier to simply type what the title is on the slide, so we'll do Google Slides for beginners. And again, if you're a bad speller like me, spell check is still working in Google Slides, just like Office. So here we go. And now if you hit your untitled presentation, it's going to change it to whatever your title is for your slideshow. So it saves you from typing it twice. And your subtitle, don't forget that. This is generally where I would just write my name, so by Eric Hicks. And there you go. So nice, simple title slide. Okay, so in order to add a new slide, you want to hit this little plus button at the top left. This will generate a new slide that has a title and a body. Now, if you do not want to use the title and body, you can right-click the new slide on your storyboard, go down to Apply Layout, and choose a different option. For example, if you wanted to use a picture with the caption, you would hit the caption slide. Or say you wanted to have two areas of content, say for typing and adding a video, hit the title in two columns, which is what I'm going to select for today. All right, so why use Google Slides? Now, Google Slides, just like any other multimedia, is a great way to help strengthen a lecture, if you're trying to pitch a new work idea, if you're teaching a class, or if you're a student giving a presentation. What's important to remember is that when a Google slide or any sort of multimedia presentation is not there to replace your lecture. The strength comes from your speaking. Instead, you want to use it to help bolster or strengthen your lecture. So some key points to remember is you do not want to use too many words. So sticking to bullet points, just to give a brief overview of what you're talking about, is probably your best way to go. Also, try and use many different visuals to help strengthen what you're talking about. If you just keep writing on each slide, your audience is going to have a tough time following what you're saying, or will get confused because of too much information. Instead, make each slide stick to one key topic, such as why use Google Slides, and go from there. Then, for each new topic you have, probably have a different slide that presents a different piece of information, or an image, or even a video to go along with what you're saying. So for example, I might add why use Google Slides to help strengthen a lecture with capital there. So to help strengthen a lecture, I also mentioned so this might be for students, teachers, for business, etc., etc. Can't type today, that's fine. Use Google Slides to add visuals to a lecture, or even to help keep your students' attention. Having things such as videos or images to help go along with the lecture, even just to make things a little funny or mix it up a bit, is that one little step that might help keep your audience's attention, especially if you're working with kids. Now, I'm going to show you guys how to add videos, images, and animations to a slide. So there's a very easy way to do videos and images. Simply go up to the Insert tab. You're going to go down to Image. From here, you're able to upload an image you have saved in your computer, take an image using a camera, write the URL for the image that you find online, and also you can add from your Google Drive or your albums. But personally, I find it easier to hit the search bar, and you can access Google directly from here. So let's say Google Slides, type it in. Now you have a bunch of different options. So this would bring up generally the same results as if you search for it online. So here, this is the Google Slides symbol. So hit that, then you're going to press select, and it's going to add right in your slide. So from here, just like on any sort of document, you can change the size of the image and reposition it for where you need. Now, say you do not want this box anymore to add text, you can right click and cut. Here we go. Now to add a video, you're going to do the same exact thing. You go down Insert, Video, and you can search on YouTube, or if you already found a video, simply type the URL. So for this, I'm going to add a new slide. I'm going to change the layout to a caption slide. All right, so from here, we're going to go to Insert, Video, and we'll search for a video on YouTube. So we'll do Google Slides tutorial. All right, so say you went through this video and really liked it, so you just click on that video, hit select. The video will be inputted just like a picture on your slide. Then I would add a caption. So for more info, watch this video. Now the video won't play when you're creating your document. Instead, you have to go to the present feature at the end, and then the video will play when you click it. But we'll save that for later. Now third, in order to add an animation, we'll go back to slide 2. So if you go to your storyboard, click on slide 2, and I want to add an animation. Now, unfortunately, you cannot do this through the Google Slide program. Instead, you must open up a new tab and look for an image file called a GIF, a GIF. So how we're going to do this is on Google, we'll search for computer GIF, go to images. Now what you'll do is you'll click on the image to find one that's moving. Alright, so this one's pretty funny. Maybe this one. Alright, we'll use this cute little computer. Alright, so first you want to open the image, so go to View Image. So here we have your little guy moving. You're going to right click, and you're going to copy the image address. Not the image, the address. This will copy the URL bar that's at the top. Now, when you go back to your slideshow, you'll go to Insert, Image, but this time we're going to go by URL. So click on that, then you can right click and paste the address you just copied. Then it'll load your GIF file into the image box, and then hit select. Now the image will be moving. If you were to simply copy the image, it would freeze it and just put a non-moving version of it in. The only way to actually get them to move is to add the URL. All right, so there we go. Now, notice that the background is very white. Well, let's say you don't want that. Instead, you can right-click, go to Change Background, and from here you can do an image to make the background one picture, or even simply change the color. So I'm going to make this one the blue, hit Done. So that way, it's a little less boring and a little more fun. All right, so lastly, I'm going to show you guys how to make transitions for your slides. So this is a little different from PowerPoint. So I'm going to exit out of the themes just to make a little extra room. We'll go to our slide 2. Now to add a transition, up on your tabs you have this transition tab. So we're going to click on that, and from here it says slide no transition. So what you're going to do is you're going to hit the transition you want. So let's say we're going to slide from right. Now you can apply to all slides or just apply to one, and then you can change speed. So let's do it slow. We'll play to check it out. So when you change your slide, it's going to slide in just like that. That was kind of slow, so we'll speed it up a bit. There we go. Then we hit stop. Now you can apply to all slides, and that way when you present your slideshow, every slide will slide in from the right. Now let's say you want to change the animation for certain text. So if you click in your text box and highlight, now you can add an animation. So you can fade in on click, then hit play. So it'll slide to the right, then your text will fade in when you click. Hit stop. This is a good way to keep people from reading ahead. This way you kind of force them to listen to whatever you're saying. A little diabolical, but sometimes useful. All right, now the last thing I want to share with you guys is a feature that is very unique to Google Slides, and this is this share button at the top right. Using the share button, you are able to send your presentation to another person, so you can send it to their email, and then hit done. This way they can either edit it, comment on it, or view it. If you select edit, this is a great way to collaborate with projects. So for example, if you are a student for a class, both working on one presentation, you can send your slideshow presentation to your partner, and you can both work on it at the same time from 2 different computers. This is very unique and can help make presentations easier because both of you will be able to change and edit at the same time. If you just want them to view it, you can hit Can View. And also, let's say you make a presentation you'd like to share with a large group of people. Instead of sending to each email, you can hit the Get Shareable Link button, and you can copy this link. And when anyone opens this link, they'll be able to view it. This feature is also great if you work in a Google school, because you can make it so only people that have the same Google address. So for example, my school is at ebps.net. So anyone with that tag at the end of their email can view it. All right, so the last thing I want to go over is how to download this. So let's say you open up a new file and you really like the slideshow. You can go to File, Download As, and copy it as either on PowerPoint, if you like PowerPoint more, a PDF, plain text, images, and so on. So this is a great way if you want to share a slideshow or a document throughout your school and have teachers fill it out. So say you have a form that every teacher needs to fill out and hand into the office. They can simply download it as a document, fill it out on their own time, and then send it back. So that's the basics of using Google Slides. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and learned a lot. Thank you for tuning in.